right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Second of all, I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And third of all, I want to give a peace and safety to the hope for the elect out there, the brothers that push this truth, the truth of the King James Bible, and all truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. All right, so I just want to do a short lesson of how alone the Spirit. Slocky of Yahweh should be our shy, allows it to go. And I don't want to name the video More Strikes. Alright. And this time it's in the healthcare, in the healthcare sector, in the healthcare workforce or whatever. And Lord Will's brothers can see on the screen. I have this article here from the Zero Hedge, and it says 75,000 Kaiser prenatal workers go on strike in largest healthcare labor action in U.S. history. So you got people striking all over the place. People that build cars striking. People that drive trucks striking. Now healthcare workers are striking again, which a lot of them were striking during the C19 thing or whatever, the C19 pandemic, and now it's back again. All right, so let's read why. It says more than 75% of Kaiser prenatal healthcare workers across hospitals and medical offices buildings in California, Colorado, Washington, Oregon, Virginia, and Washington D.C. So this from the west to east coast. Went on strike on Wednesday morning after the healthcare company failed to reach a contract agreement with coalitions of Kaiser premeditated unions. So all this is about contract, all about making money. Ain't nobody making enough money. Inflation is so bad now. The prices of everything is so high now. Ain't nobody making enough money nowhere. Not even healthcare workers. It says the 3-day labor action will be the largest ever healthcare strike in the U.S. involving 75,000 workers, or 40% of Kaiser staff. Workers at Kaiser Hospital medical offices in D.C. and Virginia headed to the picket line around 6 o'clock Eastern Time. Other strikes are planned for emergency department technicians, radiologists, technologists, uh, technicians, like if I pronounce that wrong, X-ray technicians, medical assistants, pharmacies, and many other positions across facilities in California, Colorado, Oregon, and Washington State. All right, so it says Caroline Lucas, executive director of conditioning of Kaiser uh, pre premeditated. It's like if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Unions told CNBC that the workers have complained about unsafe working conditions and deteriorating care of patients and demand better pay and benefits. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. All right, pay, money. That's what it's about. And nobody making enough money. Not even healthcare workers. Kaiser rejected a wage increase offering from the unions of at least 12.5% over the 4-year contract, and states by a state minimum wage of $21 to $23 per hour. Both sides were at the bargaining table until late Tuesday, but failed to come to an agreement. We continue to have frontline healthcare workers who are burnt out, stretched to the max, and leaving the industry. Lucas told CNBC. She continued, "We have folks getting injured on the job because they are trying to do too much and see too many people and work too quickly. It is not a stable situation." All right, and you got people striking. Let's see if we can play a little bit of it.
Fair contract.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Fair contract.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Fair contract.
When do we want it?
Now.
There you go. And this is all about money. Ain't nobody making enough money, man. That's what it's about. That's what all these strikes are about. Money. Contract. That's all you hear. People wanting more money because nobody can keep up with inflation. That's how bad things are right here in how bad things are in Babylon the Great right now. All right, in Egypt, spiritual Egypt. All right, and this counted as a uproar, because scripture said there's going to be uproars of the people, strikes, people going on strike, that's an uproar. And eventually people are going to get tired of, begging for stuff. And eventually people are going to start taking stuff. When they see the companies ain't budgeting, they ain't giving it to them, when people say, okay, well, we got to take matters into our own hands and just take what we need. That's what it's going to come down to at the end of the day. All right? People just taking what they need. All right? And that's when all hell is going to break loose. People going to, what do they need? Food, water, things like that. Groceries. All right? People are going to take it. They can't afford it. What's the next best? What's the next thing? Take it. All right? Precept. So like you. It's Isaiah chapter 19, verse 15. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or the tails or the brush or the ranch may do. Right, so either people are going to quit or these jobs are going to go under and they're going to fire them. Either way, like the scriptures say, there ain't going to be no work for Egypt. All right, at all. And you're seeing that. Because again, another thing, people are going to, get the attitude where it's going to be like, you know what, if I ain't making enough money here, why the hell am I clocking in here every day? Why am I coming here every day? They're not trying to give me a raise. They're not trying to do anything for me. Why the hell am I coming in here every day? It don't make no sense. All right? And again, when people hit that wall, hit that, that epiphany or whatever you want to call it, all right, then that's when people are going to start taking to the streets and start taking shit. All right? People are burnt out. People are tired, man. All right? This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 2. I'm sorry, verse 2. And then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there should be seen earthquakes, which is going on, and uproars of the people, which is also going on, because again, a strike, that counts as an uproar, all right, in the world, then shalt thou well understand. That's going on everywhere. No strikes about better health care, better wages, what they call it, demonstrations or whatever, so-called peaceful demonstrations. What's the word they call it? Marching. I forget it right. Man, what they call that shit, man? Protesting, yeah. People going out to protest. In a lot of countries they're turning violent, and again they're going to turn violent here. They're going to turn violent in Babylon. All right. Verse 4: Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High expected these things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifested. Right. So clearly we're in the end times. And again, strikes, that counts as an uproar. All right. Matter of fact, what we're gonna do is look at the word strike. What does it mean to go on strike? Matter of fact, let's look at the word uproar, which we did that. I did that through the spirit of power, how about some y'all shot before. And that was it. So like it. I don't want to hear no Lil Wayne song, man. That's another sign how trash music is now.
Uproar.
Where's better to see? Just did a simple Google search for uproar. A loud and a loud and impassionate noise of disruption, disturbance. Salakia, I'm tripping tonight. Salakia, brother, disturbance. The room was in an uproar. A public expression of protest or outrage caused an uproar in the press. Um, yeah, so again, people are taking to the streets. People walking up and down the street, protest. Again, expression of protest or outrage, right? Why are they outraged? They're outraged because they ain't getting no more money or working conditions or whatever. It caused an uproar in the press. So like the main part I wanted out of that was a public expression of protest or outrage. And again, people are taking to the streets, picketing and all of that. Because they want more money. Basically, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, making more money. People are on the outrage about it. All right. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. It shows, another step closer. And why you can't put your trust in this. That's why through the spirit of poverty, how about Shemi Shah, starting with the elders and brothers ranking on down, been saying for years. All right, that's why I did not put your trust in this place. This place will fail you at the end of the day. And now it's starting to fail our people, and our people are mad. Cause you saw some nigga woman marching in that video too. All right, so our people are figuring out that this place is trash, man. And now people are starting to wake up and realize it. That Egypt at the end of the day was gonna fail you. All right, all hope, trust, and belief should be only in Yahweh Shemi Shah. All right, that's it. Not America, because America is going down the toilet fast. All right. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory again unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and safety to you, brothers, that push this truth and sincerity. With that, I'm going to say shalom.